everyone, it's Lisa Ann from Lisa Ann Tarot. I decided to do a reading today, mostly because I can't sit still, because the energies right now are intense and crazy. And been vibrating all day. My head is on fire. And just all over the place. So with all of the stuff that's going on, I decided to do, this is a traditional tarot spread. It's called the Wheel of Fortune. So basically, the layout pretty much gives you sort of where you are in your cycle of life right now. And this one I pulled for myself, but it may resonate with anybody that's drawn to the video, because you know, we are a collective and we are going through very many similar things right now. So this is the layout here. So I'll go through each pile of cards. I pulled the card from just a basic Rider-Waite tarot deck for each card of the Wheel of Fortune, and then I pulled some clarifiers from the Mystic Moon Oracle for each card. So we're going to see how this story plays out. So the first card in the Wheel of Fortune is going to be this number 1 card, and this number 1 card represents the main person, or the main person who, or you, me, main person in this story, the one that's watching the video. So the card that I pulled for card number 1, which is the person watching the video, is the Empress. So the Empress is all about being in your feminine power. It's about abundance and being nurturing and fertility, making things happen. Kind of, you know, the song in my head right now, Who Runs the World by Beyonce. So this is all about being in your divine feminine power. So that represents me. And the cards that I pulled for clarifiers, I haven't actually looked at these yet. I just pulled them from the deck. So we're going to unveil these as I'll see them as you see them. So the first card that comes out in clarification for the Empress is Devotion. So this is about being devoted, about being loyal, about being focused on your purpose, about you know, putting your head down and powering forward and getting things done, making things happen, being your own champion, doing it for yourself. So being devoted to your path, devoted to whatever you set your mind to. And then we have Inner Child. So that's all about being playful and having fun and finding that inner happiness. Not letting the weight of the world kind of weigh you down and dull your sparkle. It's about keeping that child inside you alive. So that's Inner Child, which is appropriate. And then we have Communication. So of course, you know, being someone that can communicate well with others, whether it's energetically or you know, through talking. This person has pretty much mastered, you know, the art of getting their point across. You know, you want someone to feel loved, you know how to send that energy to make them feel loved. So being a very good communicator. And then we have the Divine Feminine card. So yes, the Empress is definitely the Divine Feminine. She's in her power. She's making things happen. And that's who this spread is all about. Okay, so the second card, which is this one here. So this set of cards is all about sort of what is your driving force? What is the soil that you plant your seeds in? What is it that you do, that you pull from to make things happen in your life? So we have the 8 of Pentacles. And the 8 of Pentacles is all about hard work and determination, mastering your craft, staying focused, staying true to your core values and your beliefs, and remaining focused. So this is all about hard work and dedication. So that's where this Empress pulls her energy from to make things happen in her life. So let's see what we have for clarifiers. So we have Dark Night of the Souls. So if anybody has been through, this Dark Night of the Souls, what this is you go very deep, deep, deep within, and you pull out all the dark pieces of yourself that a lot of people don't even want to look at. And you kind of pull it apart and, live through the emotion, and you savor the pain and kind of go through, and it's hard work to go through stuff like that. So this Empress, this Divine Feminine, has been through a lot of dark shit, but remained focused and remained in her power, and determined to stay alive and stay through that. So that's appropriate. And then we have action. So, of course, being dedicated and putting in the work, you're not afraid to take action. You're not afraid to jump when you need to jump. And that all helps you, make things happen in your life and push forward. Balancing the scales. So, finding balance in your life is hard work. And it's a lot of times it's hard work to put your emotions in check while you have to deal with something else. Sometimes pulling through a problem in your life calls for you to check your emotions, to achieve some sort of balance in your life. So the hard work and dedication that you put in to keeping things balanced in your life keeps it all moving. And then we have union. So for a lot of you that may or may not know, going through the journeys that your soul kind of signs up for, being a twin flame, being in a soul contract connection, you sign up for this crap. So you either have to do the work or you give up. And being that we have the Eight of Pentacles, that is not an option. So working hard to go through all the life lessons to make sure the life is balanced, and doing what she's supposed to do, not waiting for someone to do it for her. So that's sort of the soil that she plants her seeds in, and kind of the energy that she pulls from. So that's the second card. The third card is what's coming to be, what's coming at the end of this Wheel of Fortune. What is it all going to bring about? What's sort of what's in the future for this Divine Feminine? So the card that we pulled is the Hierophant. So the Hierophant in the Tarot is the match to the Empress. So we have a feminine and a masculine energy here. The Hierophant is also about spiritual mastery, and strong traditions and values, and kind of keeping not so much religion and spirituality, and keeping in those tones, but yet remaining strong in your core beliefs and your values. So that's what the Hierophant is. And it's also a masculine energy that's coming through. Probably somebody with the same core values and the same outlook on things is also coming forward here. So let's look at the cards for clarification. So the first card we have is Soulmate. So yes, I just talked about a soul contract, and we had union, and this is definitely a soulmate coming through here for this Divine Feminine. We have family. So this connection is about family. It's going to bring about family. It's something two people have in common, that family is very important to them. And this is going to come about for the two of them. And we have divine masculine, divine feminine, and soul recognition. So these two people already know who they are. They already know who they are to each other. and it's all in the cards to come about. So that's all I have to say about that. Card number 4. Things that are taking place right now. Things that are ripe for the picking right now. So that's this card up here. We have the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands is about new opportunities, inspiration, growth, following your heart, things that you're trying to achieve right now, things you're trying to manifest will manifest. This is like the answer is yes type of card. So right now, the Divine Feminine and the Empress, she's trying to manifest certain things in her life. And right now, the energies and the time of her life right now is ripe for kind of making these things happen. So let's see what the cards of clarity are. We have Ascending. So part of the process here, and part of the things that are happening right now to this feminine and during these energies is the ascension process. Everybody is getting kind of pushed up through the mushroom cloud, whether they want to or not, and it's happening at a fast pace, and that's why we're all feeling groovy and tingly and crazy. Solitude. So part of her sort of manifesting the things that she wants is taking time out for herself, being in her own energy, doing things that make her, that feed her soul and feed her, kind of guide her into her soul's purpose. So she's spending time alone, sort of regrouping. There's an understanding, a spirituality here. This is like the divine light. This is understanding her purpose, understanding what she's here to do and what this journey is all about. So she's understanding, gaining understanding of what's happening right now, gaining understanding of the ascension process and what she is involved in. And then we have Tribe. So part of her ascension and her life lesson and things is kind of gathering people who are like-minded and support her in her purpose, or have similar purposes. Soul families, tribes, groups that you belong to. So the people, when you start to ascend and you start to sort of level up, you'll find that people kind of just drop away, and it's okay to let them drop away. It just means that they can't go with you on the path that you're on currently. It doesn't mean you won't meet up again at another point. It just means that you are leveling up at a different rate or a different level than other people. Some people choose to stay at lower vibrations where things are a little more negative and things are comfortable. And so as you ascend up, if they want to stay at those lower vibrations, they're going to stay there. And part of ascending and part of the growth that you go through is you realize that you have to let those people just fall away. And it's okay. They serve their purpose. You forged a friendship. They just can't walk with you on this pathway. So that's sort of what she's doing now. She's ascending. She's spending time alone, getting her head together, gaining understanding about what's going on. She's assembling a tribe or a soul family, people around her that support her and things that she does. So that's what's happening right now. So then we have card number 5. And card number 5 is what she's currently letting go of. What are the things right now that she's ready to sort of put behind her and move forward so that she can continue to ascend and manifest her dreams and, have these future energies. And we have the 5 of Swords. So the 5 of Swords is about conflict. It's about feeling defeated. It's about sadness and loss. Possibly being in competition with other people. So she's kind of shedding off that 5 of Swords energy. So cards for clarification. We have Conclusion. So this is just a confirmation that this 5 of Swords energy, this defeated sadness, this feeling of loss, is all coming to a conclusion. It's coming to an end. Cycles are being closed out very rapidly right now. And all this kind of, all the lessons have been learned. The dark night of the souls is over, and we're coming to a conclusion. We're coming to close a door here. And we have vibrations. So vibrations is about, again, about ascending. It's about raising your vibration, coming up out of this defeated, lost energy, very negative, mucky, icky energy. And she's closing that door, and she's raising her vibration to come out of that for a fresh start. So once you let go of the negativity and this bad energy, and you raise your vibration, you set yourself up for a fresh start, because things come to a conclusion and the doors are closed. And we have signs. So the signs, that she's seeing during her day are all signaling the end of a cycle. They're signaling a conclusion. Just this way. An end of a cycle, a door being closed, things closing out, coming to an end, and then signaling a fresh start coming toward her on the horizon. And then the last card set here is sort of the overall theme of, and I like the way they put this, the overall theme of fate in your life. So this is sort of what this whole cycle and this whole circle is all about. So we have the two cards came out when I pulled them. We have the Death card and the Judgment card. So the Judgment card is about rising to your calling. It's about leveling up, awakening, coming to the end of a cycle, absolution, realizing what you're really here for, what your purpose is. So finding out what you're really about, what you really want out of your life. So that's what the Judgment card is about. The Death card is also about coming to the end of a major phase in your life, closing one door and opening another, transformation, renewal, letting go of the old to step forward into the new. So just like we did here, we're losing this Five of Swords energy for a fresh start. The overall theme of this is losing old energies and old ways of thinking and old ways of running your life, so that you can have a new beginning, a union, welcome someone new into your life to start a brand new chapter. So let's look at the clarity cards here. We have divine timing. So yeah, a major theme throughout this whole cycle is divine timing. Everything happens as it should. A lot of times the stress and the anxiety that we put on ourselves is holding on to an expectation, or holding on to a picture in our mind of how things are supposed to happen or supposed to unfold. And when we let go of that and just sort of give it up to divine timing, and realize that what's happening right at this very moment is exactly what's supposed to happen. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. The feeling of peace that you get with that is very beneficial. We have mirroring. So there's mirroring going on. This is a soul contract reading. So we have a divine feminine and a divine masculine. So right now, they're all about mirroring each other in their life. She's in solitude. He's in solitude. She's coming to understanding and ascending. He's doing the same. So it's all about mirroring and in divine timing. We have guidance. So she's following her guidance, and she has been through the whole process, trusting in her journey, trusting in the path, making decisions based on using her intuition, using the gifts that she's been giving and realizing those. And we have reinvention. So the main theme of her whole journey here is reinventing herself, from coming from a place in her life where things were dark, balancing the scales, having to do things, working hard to make things happen. So she's coming kind of full circle here, closing out old cycles and reinventing who she really is and who she wants to be. And that should be closer to her soul purpose, to what her true core beliefs are, and new beginnings. So that is the Wheel of Fortune, and I think that's a beautiful reading. And I kind of want to pull one more card as an overall message. And I always use this, but I love this. One overall message, Wheel of Fortune message from Spirit. Or the person watching this video, the Divine Feminine, the Empress. This is your life story. So what does Spirit, what message does Spirit have to say? What do they have to give you? Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only to be true to yourself that you can be true to others. So there you go. And thank you for watching. This is Lisa Ann from Lisa Ann Tarot, and I'll catch you next time.